All right, so today we are going to finish talking about health insurance, but this time we're going to focus on all around the world. So let's start with international healthcare. There is a PBS Sick Around the World. I said you should watch that earlier in the semester, but if you haven't, the link is down at the bottom again. Um, there will be some exam questions about all of these links that are posted. Since we don't actually meet for class, make sure you click on them. All right, persistent issues in the United Kingdom. There's only one United Kingdom. There are long wait times. Many patients overutilize healthcare. Traditionally, they did not have as much patient choice or competitiveness, but that has since changed. And some drugs are unavailable, technology is used less, hospital beds are scarcer, and hospitals can be understaffed. This all adds to the long wait times. Sorry, I'm just trying to keep everything straight. In Germany, doctors feel underpaid and unsatisfied, but they have free schooling and they also have less malpractice insurance. So doctors don't pay to go to school like we do here, but they do feel underpaid because even though they have a higher specialized degree, it's kind of exempt because they didn't have to pay for that specialized degree. Wealthier Germans pay for better insurance and they receive faster care because doctors who work for wealthier Germans are paid more. There is a fee for service care, which incentivizes more care, but some penalties are experienced for doing too much, so going to the doctor too much. There are some gaps in patient history across providers since they are so spread out. So you might not go to the hospital all that much. It's been spread out. You don't need it. And that creates gaps. The self-employed pay a lot. They're responsible for employer and employee contributions to insurance. So let's talk about Japan now. They spend too little on healthcare. Hospitals have been underfunded all this time. They don't spend enough on healthcare. There's no gatekeeping or medical home. So patients often overutilize the healthcare that has really been underfunded. And the patient's load can be high. So reducing time with individual patients, we only get to see you for 10 minutes, and that leads to provider burnout. In Taiwan, they're also not bringing in enough money. Premiums are often difficult to increase. So growing provider shortages happen. Providers do feel underpaid. They end up not being a doctor in Taiwan. The aging population and low birth rates mean that there are less taxes to come in for health insurance, and the quality of care tends to be lower. They tend to have lower quality of care. Chronic illness is on the rise in Taiwan, and it is not well cared for. Switzerland. So healthcare is expensive, drug prices are on the rise. There is no gatekeeper or medical home, so it is oftentimes overutilized. There's lots of out-of-pocket spending, which is actually higher than the US. And we all think that Switzerland is so great for healthcare, but there are some issues. There's no tax breaks for premiums. There's no special program for the elderly. And providers feel pressure to keep costs down. And this can force them to pay some costs. Here are some resources that I think are really great on this last page of the slides. The PBS Sick Around the World, as well as this YouTube video for healthcare triage series. So I do want to point out, this is the end of the newly created videos. My next videos that I'm posting for starting with health comm and policy, they're going to be longer in length. They're a little more in depth. And don't freak out. I have blonde hair in them. They were recorded with the pandemic. Um, and I just don't have enough time to record all lectures that need to be recorded for this show or for this semester. So if there is an assignment that's brought up in the video, don't worry about the due dates, focus on the syllabus that is on our eCampus page. If there are jokes about, pandemic and being scared about what's going to happen next, you can ignore those because we kind of know what's happening. It's been going on for over a year now. There might be some Tiger King references in there. I won't lie. I watch Tiger King a lot. All right. So just wanted to let you know that this is the end of the newly recorded videos. And in the other ones, I will have blonde hair. They were recorded when we first got put online during the pandemic. So, all right. If you have any questions, comments, or concerns, don't hesitate to reach out, and I will see you in the health comm and policy video. All right.